So your subject system implementation. So in basic of that, it's all the combination of you have learned about the data communication. No, already you have learned that one. No, you have completed that subject module, data communication. But have you before that same two data communication? Any subject, network layers, ISO, OSI model, the kind of things? Okay. So how about routing? Have you learned the routing things? Okay. Okay. How about the IP addressing part?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So means if I'm giving some kind of the IP range and some kind of the equipments, means switches and routers and some particular design, so can you assign the IP addresses for that particular ranges? Can you do that one? Means දැන් මම ඔයගලන්ට දුන්නොත් එහෙම මොන හරි කැම්පස් එකකට හරි මොකකට හරි මෙන්න මේ බිල්ඩින් හතරක් තියෙනවා මෙන්න මේ ටිකට මේ විදිහට යූසර්ස්ලා ඉන්නවා කියලා දුන්නොත් IP address එකේ base එක දුන්නොත් range එකක් දුන්නොත් ඔයගලන්ට ඒ ටිකට assign කරන්න. So do you have any knowledge about the subnet masking and IP addressing, range assigning and broadcast address, network address and the kind of things?
ඒ ටික නම් පුළුවන් සර් network බෙදලා කරන්න එක නේද සර්?
Oh.
ඔව් සර්.
ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපි හිතමුකෝ යූසර්ස්ලා 50ක් ඉන්නවා කියලා. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට IP address 50ට හරියන්න ranges කඩන්න ඒ ටික පුළුවන්ද? දැන් නැත්තම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ subnet mask එකයි ඒ ටික range එක හදන්න. අපි හිතමුකෝ මම දෙනවා base ID එක 192.168.1.1. ඔයාට මම දෙනවා එතන ඉඳලා IP range එක තියෙනවා 192.168.2.2 වෙනකම්. එතකොට මම ඔයගලන්ට කියනවා so all together 500 users are there. Then you need to assign separately for the one department 50 users and other department 70 and other having 100 something, the kind of things. Then you have to do the proper design for the each sector. Can you do that one? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි හිතමුකෝ යූසර්ස්ලා 50ක් ඉන්නවනම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ 50ක් අරගෙන හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක at least ඔයගොල්ලෝ 64 level එකකින් කඩන්න ඕන. එහෙම assign කළා එතකොට ඒ එක එක range එකට network address එක broadcast address එක assign කරලා ඊට පස්සේ ඒ usersලාට දෙන IP ranges ටික assign කළා ඒ ටික කරන්න IP address part එකේ කරාද?
චුට්ටක් කරා සර්. කියන්නේ මේ
right හරි. නෑ මට ඇත්තටම so what I want to get, so you guys right හරි.
සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ගණන් ටික හදාගෙන ගියා. අර මේ ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි හරියටම ඇප්ලයි වෙන විදිහ එහෙම කරන්නේ යන්න ටිකලි කරා.
right හරි. ඇත්තටම මේකේ part එකෙත් final මේක වෙන්න ඕනි. ඉස්සලම එක තමයි we need to understand the properly, we have to understand what is the basic of the network, what is the designing steps, means what we are going to do with the network design, how we can network implement, what are the steps of the network implement, and how we can implement this one, and how we can monitor, and how we can optimize, and finally what are the security cases, and so if we need to do the extension and how we can do this. So the final point is, so you guys having proper idea how the network will be designed and how it be optimized and the monitor with the security. So that's the optimum idea of this course. Then at the end of this course, you guys need to have proper ability to understand what are the network design and how you can design the network and what is the steps and the design the network and monitoring and the controlling part. So එතකොට ගත්තාම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මොකක් හරි network එකක් දුන්නාම network එකේ design කරන steps ටික මොනවද? එතකොට ඒකට අදාළව අපි so we'll go from the basic, means so we'll start for the design part and design steps, and at the designing stages what we need to follow up and what are the protocols and other things. And I think so most of the cases already you have learned about with the data communication part in the basic part, but I thought all the basic part need to be covered with this session because we have enough time to cover. Otherwise we don't want to skip that one. Then you can refresh your knowledge and we can go with the fresh knowledge and we can do the final design part. Otherwise, if let's say we are going to do something means, so wait. Sorry. So otherwise, if you are at the final stage, if you are going to do some designing, then I'll say you guys to do, please assign these kind of the IP blocks for this part and so kind of thing, or which topology you are going to use with this network and why you are using this topology with this network. You guys cannot elaborate the reason for this particular case, then it will be issue. Because of that, then I will explain. So I will go with the basic part, then step by step we'll go in higher levels, and finally we can do the designing part and complete with this one. So the basically you guys familiar with the Cisco packet trace? I think B2 guys, they said already you have done that one.
Yes, switching parts are we are doing.
Okay. The what kind of the things did you do with the Cisco packet tracer? Just design a network, I assign the IP addresses and broadcast network addresses and check the kind of things. So the which kind of things do you have done with the Cisco packet tracer?
We do create a VLAN, inter VLAN routing.
Okay.
Or I design VTP protocols, standing tree protocols.
Okay. So you just means from top, the bottom to top layer means first you have designed the let's say the 5 computers are there, so then you have connect all these to bridge or switch, then you connect it to the second layer switch, and then it's core. The kind of design you didn't do, no? So you just design the basic part, means start topology part, and you design that one and assign the IP address kind of things. Okay. So have you combined 2 technologies, mean star topology plus bus topology or mesh kind of things? Have you done the kind of practicals? Okay. So thing is in here, so let's say you guys need to design one network. Let's say in here in our university you have 3 departments. First part, then network department, you guys need to design a bus topology based on bus topology, just the basic one. The second one, you need to design for the multimedia, the star topology. Then what I'm expecting you guys at the final stage, so if I am saying you guys need to design a proper network for network department, multimedia, and software department, I will explain the requirement of each department. Then you guys need to design with your own idea what is the proper topology and what is the exact topology match with that requirement. Okay, let's say, so some guys want to go to okay, from Moratuwa to Peta. So various pathways there, but 1 or 2 paths are optimum. Let's say we are going straight forward from the Gold Road. That's the best path. Otherwise, you can go to Piliandala and 120 road, and you can go to the Peta through the Nugegodo somewhere, the kind of things. Other one, you guys can select from Univatech to Piliandala to Kottava, and Kottava high level road, you can go to the Peta. But what was the optimum path? The optimum and the straightforward and shortest path is the from Ratmalana to Peta. No, but that's the point. Means you have ඔගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මොන හරි ඩිසයින් එකක් දුන්නාම ඩිසයින් එක ක්ලියර් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ ඩිසයින් එකෙන් ඇයි මම මේක ගත්තේ? ඇයි මම මේකට ස්ටාර්ට් ටොපොලොජි එක පාවිච්චි කරේ? ඇයි මම මේකට layer 2 switch එකක් පාවිච්චි කරේ? The kind of thing. The which switch you have used for the design and why you guys design for, let's say, so I'm asking you guys to design the computer with the 50 the network support for the 50 users. But I'm noted down just in below of the questions. I'm asking you guys, so management has decided to expand the network. then you guys need to get that idea and you guys need to keep some additional IP range to extension. Otherwise, you will be failed at the design. ඔයගලන්ට තේරුණාද මං කියපු එක? අපි හිතමු ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්නේදී කියනවා users ලා 50කට මේ network එක design කරන්න කියලා. අපි at least ගමුකෝ අපි users ලා 62කට මේ network එක design කරන්න කියලා. එතකොට first block එක ඔයගලන්ට 64න් කඩන්න පුළුවන්. So once you separate the first block on 64, then that part will be allocated for separate block. But if I'm asking ඔයගලන්ට මම කිව්වොත් එහෙම second part එක විදිහට කෑල්ලක් අයින් කරලා තියන්න කියලා. ඒතර ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? අර අපි expansion බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නම් එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ තව ඊගාව step එකට යන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ 128 කියන level එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඒ host level එක එතනින් කඩලා තමයි network එක තියන්න ඕනේ. මොකද අපිට 60 අපි හිතමු ඔය එක මම කියලා දෙනකොට කරන්න. So let's say if I'm asking you guys to keep 50 users, then you guys not design the network for the exact 50 users, because in the below of the question I'm asking you guys, you need to have proper plan for the expansions. හිතන්නකෝ ඔය සමහර දැන් ඔය සමහර ලාවට කියනවා highway in our normal E1 E2 that road some extended part was there. ඒ කියන්නේ පාරෙන් එහා පැත්තට තව වාහනයක් යන්න පුළුවන් ඉඩක් තියෙනවා. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒක design engineer එකෙන් අහපුවම design engineer what he said, so in future we are plan to extend this the two-way road as three-way roads, means in one side they have designed to expand as additional one road. That is why they are keeping as the initial stage. එහෙම නැති වුණොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? ඔය පාර හදනකොට අපි additional පාරකට හදලා හැබැයි ඒක අපි අර construct කරලා ඉවර කරන්නේ නැහැ. අපිට දැනට requirement එක තියෙන්නේ පාරවල් දෙකයි. Then at the based on the current requirement, we are designing road as only for the two roads. But in for the future expansion, they have separate part. But at the requirement stage, what they have to do, they have construct the road. Already the baseline was there. ඒගොල්ලන්ට කාපට් එක දාලා ඒකල්ල පාර කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අර එක්ස්පැන්ෂන් එකට ඕගොල්ලෝ හිතන්න පාර කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න තව ඇඩිෂනල් එකක් තිබුණ නැහැ කියලා. What will happen? Then ඒගොල්ලෝ අලුතෙන්ම මේ මිනිසුන්ගේ land acquire කර කියන්නේ land අරගන්න ඕනේ. අරගෙන ඉවර වෙලා ඒ පාර ඩිසයින් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ additional ඒක ලොකු cost එකක් වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම තමයි network design part. Then if the basic part is when we are doing the network, it should be in the proper way. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක හරි විදිහක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. The second one is when you are do the network designing, it should be compatible with the future requirements. ඔයගලන්ට කියනවා දැන් අපේ so let's say in here we have only 30 students in our faculty, but later on the senior management they decided to taking I think 100 students. What will be happen? So when we are design lab or something, we need to have any expansion plan. So based on the requirement, we need to do the design. Okay, so that's the base. Okay, we'll go with the first slides. So this is the introduction plus some other additional things. I will go through the slides. If you guys have any issue, let me know, then I will explain again. So basic of the network design and implementation. The first stage is analysis and design. So if we consider the network analysis as design, these are the base points which you guys need to go through. So let's say in the network analysis stage, the first one is the request. Okay, let's say you guys working somewhere in the network company. Then you need to get some, because if you guys working in the some network company, then you guys need to proper request for the network design. අපි හිතමු ඔයා වැඩ කරන ඔෆිස් එකක. එතකොට ඔයා ඒ ඔෆිස් එකට එනකොට ඔෆිස් එකට එන්න ඕනි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඇත්තටම you are working as a vendor to provide service provider. Let's say you are in the network service provider. Then the network service provider need to be have a proper request for the network design pass. Okay, for the network request part, let's say the network request part, it should be come for the users. The request can come, let's say if some office was there, only 3 in network supports only for the 3 computers. Then in addition to, they have added another 2 users. Then user said, no, we need to have an expand our network. Then the request can come through the users. Another thing, senior managers. These are simple examples. Huh? You don't want to go through these slides and don't keep all the points in your memory, and so just flood into the exam. This is not a requirement. So what I'm expecting you guys, just grab the knowledge, grab the overview of these slides and keep it with you. Then when I'm asking any issue, any questions, then you can answer based on the summary. So otherwise, no need to keep all the points in your memory. Just grab what is the overview and what is the idea. Then later on, I will explain how you can grab this one. Then the proper way is, if you at the network designing stage, the first one is the request. You can just note it down. Okay, the request can either user, either senior manager, either communication department, or external things, the kind of things. Then request can come from the formal or informal. You know what is the formal or informal? ඔගොල්ලෝ දන්නා formal එකයි informal එකයි මොකක්ද කියලා? කතා කරලා වැඩේ කරමු. එතකොට ලේසි.
Formal mean if management or something.
හරි. Informal. හරි. අපි හිතමු just a formal. ඔයාට sir කියනවා. So I'm asking you guys, okay, we'll do the lecture on Friday. So one of you guys called me and then I said, okay, we'll do the lecture on Friday. Then that's the one way. Otherwise, I can update the class schedule on the Google Classroom. What is the formal and what is the informal?
Formal one is Google Classroom.
Yes.
The
verbally communication was informal. Then keep you guys proper in your manner. The thing is, you are doing any job on a business with the other part, then you have to do it the formal way at the industry. Don't do it the informal. That's a strictly, you have to follow strictly, because let's say you are working as a network engineer, then your friend work in your customer part. Then let's say you are working at some other ABC network company. Then your friend is working in some XYZ customer. Then the customer side, your friend say, Machang, I want to have and place a 24 switch router. Then please, you can install here. Then I will pay later on. Then you have additional switch. What you are going to do? Then you are going with your team and you are fix the router with that network and you are doing the extension. And finally, you and your friend was the friendship are okay. Then finally, you will be okay. What was happened? The XYZ company has decided, no, we are not asking you to fix the 24 switch router. Then we are not paying to you. So finally, you guys will be in trouble. Then in each and every request, you have to come through the formal way. You got this? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then otherwise, the prioritize. So, okay, prioritization we'll discuss later. Cost and benefit analysis. So just cost and benefit analysis is a just cost and benefit mean when you are doing any project, you need to caring about the cost and the benefit. Let's say any of you guys, okay, let's say you are starting a business. Why you are starting a business? What is the expectation?
For money.
ඕගොල්ලෝ business එක පටන් ගන්න. So if you guys going to start a business, then what you thought, okay, so I will start with the 10 lakhs, then the monthly income was that one. So for the employees, I will spend this much, then I have this much of the profit. The likewise, any request any network design also, they are doing because of the revenue. And then we need to check what was the cost and what will be the benefit. Then let's say සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ මියක් පඩන්නේ අතර ඒ වගේ තමයි. මොකක් හරි දෙයක් කරන්නේ මොකක් හරි ගේන් එකක් තියෙන හන්ද. නැත්නම් කවුරුවත් නෙට්වර්ක් එකට ස්විච් එක එක්ස්පැන්ෂන් එකක් මෙච්චර කරනවා නම් මේකට මෙච්චර ගාණක් යන හැබැයි මට මෙච්චර ගේන් එකක් තියෙනවා. අන්න ඒක තමයි cost and benefit analysis කියන්නේ. The other one is the approval. So approval එක කියන්නේ, so if we have done the cost analysis and the benefit analysis, then management or someone, the responsible guy, they can decide, okay, we'll deploy this network, we are requesting this network, or we'll stop this one because of the, it will be loss our company. Okay, so you guys got the idea about the request?
Yes.
Okay. Then other one is the feasibility study. The first, based on analysis and design, the first one is the request. We have discussed one. If the request was there, what was the request? It was formal or informal, and you guys need to do the analysis, and finally you can accept or deny the request. Then second one is the feasibility study. Anyone can comment on the feasibility study? What was the feasibility study? Yes, සිංහලෙන් මේකට මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? නිවුස් වලට එහෙම කියනවා.
ෂට්ටිත.
අන්න හරි. What was the feasibility study? If you guys going to marry it, then you have to do the feasibility study. Your friends say no, you have to do the feasibility study if you are going to marry it. මොකද්ද?
Do some research or some.
Actually it was not research. අපි හිතමු you are going to marry it, then you have යාළුවෝ කියන මෙයත් එක්ක හිතනවා ඔයා කවුරු හරි සැරයක් කෙනෙක් එක්ක යාළුලා ඉන්නවා මෙයත් එක්ක ඉන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා බලන්න කියනවා. ඒ වගේ තමයි මොන හරි project එකක් කරනකොට, so if you guys going to do means you are going to do any project, then you have to do the feasibility study. Means that project feasible or not, මේක අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්ද බැරි වෙයිද කියලා කරන එකද, feasible or not. Then which kind of the feasibility you are going to analyze this? That is the normally the basically the if an analysis of the is an analysis of the validity of the idea. මේක මේ ඔයා කරන්න යන වැඩේ වැඩක් තියනවද නැද්ද? Analysis of the validity of an idea. That is the basic idea of the feasibility study. මේක කරන්න පුළුවන්ද බැරිද? Then අපිට යන්න පුළුවන්. Then second stage is that analysis of all possible solution to a problem and the recommendation on the best solution to be used. අර මං ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා වගේද, if you guys want to go to the PETA, the number of paths was there. The first one through the Ratmalana, through the Kottao, Piliandolo, some ways. Then what was the optimum one? Otherwise, so one person hands came to you, then he said, no, I want this kind of the network. You guys please decide. Then what you are doing based on your, I think you guys know aware of the ඔයා මේ රත්මලාන පැත්තෙන් කොළඹ යන පැත්ත දන්නේ. ඔයා මේ කැම්පස් එකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මේ කොට්ටාවෙන් පන්නිපිටියෙන් ඇවිල්ලා මෙතනට එන පාරට විතරයි. කියන්නේ පන්නිපිටියෙන් බෝකුඳුරට ඇවිල්ලා ওই පැත්තේ පාර විතරයි. හැබැයි if you are doing the proper feasibility was there, it will be very close to PETA. Then is an analysis of all possible solution. ඔයා හොයන්න ඕනේ ඔක්කොම මොනවද possible solution to a problem and the recommendation on the best solution to be used. So මොකක් හරි අපි when we are going to do any network design, then you have to check the what are the all the solutions. මොන වගේ solution and to be used, and you have to select the best solution. එහෙම නැති වුණොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? ඔයා දැන් හිතන්න දැන් කොහොමද තෙල් ගණන් කාලේනේ. We are spending lot of money for the fuels. So if you from Ratmalana to PETA, it's having only let's say 20 kilometer, but if you are going through the other way, it will be in 40 kilometer. Then double charges. Then you will be less the profit, and customer let's say ඔයාගේ ගාන ගොඩක් වැඩි, so then customer will move to another vendor. All kind of things can be happen. Then you have to do the proper feasibility analysis. Okay, the formal study used to decide what type of the system can be developed, which first need of the organization. But the organization means the requirement came from the sum of the users. Then they said, no, we don't want this road, means Ratmalana to PETA, but we are preferable for the path which we are going through the Piliandala to 120 road, Nugegoda to PETA, the kind of things. If the customer has that kind of the requirement, then you guys need to reconsider about the option. Okay, The feasibility study essentially process determine the validity of the proposed initiative or service, or providing the framework and the direction of the development and the delivery. Okay, so just take from this slide what you guys need to get an idea. What is the feasibility study? Feasibility study is analysis of validity of an idea. Singling growth make a කරන්න පුළුවන්ද බැරිද කියලා you have to you need to get an idea. So otherwise, the second point is you have to check the all possible solutions and the recommendation, and you guys need to select the best solution to be used. That's the basic. ඒක ඕකේද? තේරුණාද?
Yes sir.
Okay. If you guys cannot understand anything, or if I'm so far and if my words are not clear, then let me know, then I can clear out, because I'm also recently joined for this academic part. The past 10 to 12 years I was in industry, and because of that I'm also newly for the lectures. The kind of things maybe you guys not clear out something or kind of issue was there, then let me know, then I also need to clear out. My way is okay, or just let me know if you guys need to do any modification. Okay, right. So the feasibility study, then first we need to have a team, then we have done problems, then we need to do the analysis and the report and go stops. These are the steps of the feasibility study. Okay, then api feasibility study එකක් කරන්න කියලාද? Why do the feasibility study? අපි ඒක කිව්වා මේක කරන්න පුළුවන්ද බැරිද කියන එක. Find a solution to cost effective from the business perspective. ඒක හරිනේ. අපි අර රත්මලාන පාරෙන් යනවාද මේකෙන් යනවාද කියන එක ඔයගලන්ට තේරුණානේ. ඒකෙන් 20 කිලෝමීටර් 20ක් තියෙනවා, අනිත් පැත්තෙන් තියෙනවා 40ක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට we need to identify what is the proper solution for required request. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට ඩිසයින් එකක් කරන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් මේක ඔප්ටිමම් සොලියුෂන් එක හොයාගන්න ඕනි. ඒ හොයාගත්තු එක cost effective එකක් වෙන්න ඕනි. එහෙනම් the find a solution that cost effective from the business perspective. To find a solution that is well recognized. What does it mean? To find a solution that is well recognized. Let's say like this. Okay, well recognized. So you guys go somewhere. Okay, let's say you have a party in Hilton Hotel. Okay, then you have a party in the nearby, we have some Tosegadi, some cyber shops over there, no? Then the kind of shops. What was the more recognized? So then you guys in somewhere in abroad, then you said my birthday party was there in Hilton Colombo. So some of you guys later on say no, this close by in Savannah City, Bokundara. So what will be the recognized? The Hilton, no?
Yes.
You guys get that? The means if you are guys you going to do some standard thing, then you have to do an standard way. Means let's say, so we have Cisco router, we have Huawei router, HP, the kind of things. Then meantime you have some the cheapable things. Means in eBay you found that, okay, let's say Cisco router is 24,000 rupees, but you found one router in the eBay or somewhere, it's only 2,000 rupees. Then what you guys going to do? You reduce your cost and gain the high profit. What you are selecting the low scale router and based on your profit. So but finally what will happen if something happen for the, let's say in the Cisco routers you have support things, any issue happen then they will support, and you have number of the previous users was there. If you have any issue you can go through that issues, the kind of thing. But if we selected unrecognized way, the kind of that router thing, the less means the Chinese the product which is not recognized part, then what will happen? Something happen with something. If the issue has came, then nobody is not supporting for that case. Then if you guys do any solution, then you have to do it in well recognized way. Okay, so the third one is to find out the opportunities that threats as presented by the environments. So I think for the network cases, the environment feasibilities relevant case, but for other cases it will be. ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙන සමහර වෙලාවට අර මුහුද කඩවලාන වගේ ඒවා මේවා කරනකොට සමහර වෙලාවට ඔය මේවා යන්නේ මේකට මේක වෙනවා පරිසර ශක්තිතා මේකක් කරලා නැහැ කියලා. The kind of things that find out the opportunities that threat as presented by the කියන්නේ අපි ඕන එකක් කරනකොට environment rules and regulation වලට මේවා වෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අපි හිතමුකෝ let's say in the mobile communication, at the mobile communication you need the ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හිතන්න පුළුවන් in mobile communication in there are lot of towers in a city. Let's say for in Ratmalana there will be 5 to 10 towers. Why all the operators can place one tower, and so let's say the sum of towers 30-meter tower was there. Why anyone can already we have a Nelumkulana Lotus Tower. Then we can place a big antenna over the Nelumkulana, the Lotus Tower, top of the Lotus Tower. We can cover the most of area in the Colombo city. No? Why we are not doing that one? Because if you place one antenna on a Lotus Tower to provide the coverage, the number of users, and the bigger area in the Colombo city, what we have to do, we have to increase the transmit power. Then what will happen? ඔය හැම වෙලේම කට්ටිය කියනවනේ මේ වගේ මේ මයික්‍රෝවේව් පාවිච්චි කරනවා, so we have health hazard, the kind of things. No, so based on that, if we are going to increase the power in unnecessarily, then it will be effect in the either way in our health side or health, it will be the health hazard, the kind of things. Because of that, we have to have an in line with the environment regulation. You guys get that one? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So fourth one is to determine the probable income this operating project, because already we have decided we need to do the cost and benefit analysis. Then we can understand the project will be profitable or not. Okay. So then what you guys need to understand, what is the feasibility study and why we are doing the feasibility study. Don't go through the lines, means those words. Just get the overview idea and keep it with you. Then you guys no need to go again and again, because once I have complete these lectures, I'll share these slides. Then just go through these slides with the examples. Then you guys get the rough idea what I'm discussing with you. Then keep it with your mind. Otherwise, what will happen? You guys busy at the exam stage. At the initial stage also, you guys just go through these slides and note down rough things. Means you are going to just rough things when you do the studies. No, then go through this one, the highlight basic point. This is the feasibility study. This is why we are doing feasibility study. Otherwise, don't try to read these words and keep it with you. Keep it in your mind. Just get the idea and then keep it with you. Then you can no need to go through again and again at the exam time. Okay. Then benefit of conducting the feasibility studies. I think already we have discussed. I will go through the side cases. Use project teams to more focus and provide the alternative solution. Okay, so that's the main point. Because let's say you guys understand the path or design or anything which you have going to be implemented, if it is costly or it is not feasible or kind of, then you can go for the alternative solution. Let's say ඔයා මොකක් හරි ඩිසයින් එකක් කරලා ඒක ඉම්ප්ලිමන්ට් කරාට පස්සේ ඔයා ආයේ ඒක රිවර්ට් බෑක් කරන්න ගියොත් what will happen? ඔයා භාගය ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් ඔයා හිතන්න අපි මෙහි ඉඳලා හයිවේ එකක් හදනවා මෙහි කොට්ටාවේ මේ කොහෙද රත්මලානේ ඉඳලා හයිවේ එකක් හදනවා කොටුවට. ඒතර ඔයා කියනවා දැන් මේ තියෙන පාරම අපි so we'll go through this normal gold road, means from Ratmalana to Peta will reconstruct as the highway from Ratmalana to Gold Road. Okay, so metro line, let's say the overhead metro line, overhead train line, අර උඩින් යන train line එක design කරනවා Ratmalana ඉඳලා කොටුවට. Then you said we'll remove our existing track, then we'll construct as overhead lines. Okay, ඕගොල්ලෝ මේක implement, when you start the implement, then you have start from Ratmalana, then at the Dehiwala area you got, and this is not the feasible things because after the Dehiwala you can't go the overhead because of the high rise අර උස building තියෙන නිසා ඔයගලන්ට උඩින් යන්න බෑ, ඔයගලන්ට ආයෙ එක track එක පල්ලෙහාට ගන්න වෙනවා. දැන් ඒ වගේ දෙයක් වුණොත් එහෙම එතන ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවනේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ ඒක තමයි හරියට feasibility study එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ, ඒක තමයි. එතකොට feasibility study එකත් එක්ක ඕගොල්ලෝ මුලින්ම හරියට feasibility study එකක් ඕගොල්ලෝ කරලා you guys got an idea after the Dehiwala you can't go the railway track as the overhead line, you have to came up to the bottom layer, then you have to have an alternate solution. Then what you guys have the alternate solution, then maybe you have to design the other separate line from existing line. That is why we are doing the feasibility study. At the feasibility study time, you guys can get an idea. If you guys got an idea, this project is not feasible or this project is not means profitable, or otherwise it will be is a bit difficult things, then you can go for the alternate solution. That is the other part. Okay, then we'll discuss the requirement because already we have discussed the request and the feasibility study. Now we are going through the requirement analysis. Okay, what are the basic requirement analysis? First one is the financial analysis. Based on the financial analysis, you know, just the financial means make a කොහොමද cost and benefit, can cost එක revenue එක analysis කරන එක තමයි the financial analysis. අපි just simple ඔය idea එක තියාගෙන slide එක through ගියොත් එහෙම the financial analysis for the whether the project will be financially viable in the sense of being able to meet the burden of servicing debate and whether the project will be satisfy the return expectation of those who are provide the capital. මේක ලොකු වචනයක් කියලා දෙනවා. But the simple idea එක මොකද්ද? The project is profitable or not. මොකද්ද මේ කියන්නේ financial whether මේ අපි the proposed project එක මේ කවුරු හරි එක්කෙනෙක් capital එකක් දෙනවනේ. film එකක් හදනකොට the some producer has decide, okay, I'll spend money, say okay, let's say Mr. Jackson Anthony, I want to means I would like to spend my money as a producer, then you have freedom to means do any tele or film or some kind of things. But a producer දුනාට පස්සේ direct මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? අපි හිතමු direct ඔයා කියලා. So ඔයා කරන film එකෙන් finally produce එක නිෂ්පාදනය film එක කරන එක්කෙනාට it should be finally having the income. හිතන්න ඔයා හදන film එක fail වුණොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අර මිනිස්සයා කෝටියක් දෙකක්, he will spend 10 million of money or 20 million of money, finally he will be lost. No, that's the responsible will be on the director. If we, let's take an example for the film industry, if the producer has spent the money, then responsible with the director. The likewise අපිට මේ project එක the project එක financially viable ද නැද්ද, මේක profitable ද නැද්ද කියලා බලන එක තමයි financial analysis එකේ main point එක. නැතුව මේ ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ you don't go through these like financial analysis for whether proposed project will be financially viable in sense of, don't read and don't keep these words on your mind. Just take the overview and what is the idea of these words. Then you can write with your own words. Otherwise, what you guys going to do in some time in my university time also, I'm trying to in the management subject, what the lecture said, then I am taking the same words and keep in my mind, and it will be stressful and it's not success things. The better thing, you can get an overview and the upper level idea of this, and then just rewrite with your own words. Maybe we are as a Sri Lankan, we are not the experts with the English, but with your own words, you guys can rewrite any point based, because you need to pop out this base idea, then you will be having full marks. Otherwise, if you guys going through these words, because these things just practically when you are participating in a project, then you guys need to have these things, you have if you are working in a project, you have an experience, then you can automatically it will be fit with your job. But at the university time, you guys, what you want to do, just grab the idea and the overview and keep it with you and rewrite with your own words. Okay. So so the aspects which have been locked into the while investment outlay and cost of the project. Okay, අපි ඒක කතා කරා. අපි ඉස්සලම will need to discuss the cost and project profitability. That's the basic 2 point of the financial analysis. And the cash flow of the project. What is the cash flow? අර මේක කොහොමද අපි මුලින් කොච්චරක් දෙනවද? අපි හිතන්නකෝ if you guys, I think you guys still not start the house building or something. If I want to get a loan from the bank, then they said 20% of your house, the proposed house, you need to complete. Then we'll give you 30% of the loan. Okay. Then after you completed the 50% of your network, you can we can give the other 50%. Then at the final stage, they will give, okay, after completing of the 80% of the network, then we'll give you other part. The kind of things you can get that idea, the cash flow of the project and the project financial position. The projected financial position, the projected financial position mean, so what will be the financial gain, means the financial position you can get either way, but up to now you can get these major 3 points. But the projected financial position is, it's like the profit or the means it's the profitable project or unprofitable project. Okay. Then if I ask what is the analysis stage, then you guys first need to, this is the first part is the financial analysis. The financial analysis mean we need to check if you guys, if you want to check the financial analysis, that means we are going to check the project is profitable or not with the financial analysis. Based on that, the first part is the outlay, cost of the project, and project profitability and the cash flow. That's the basic idea. The second one is the technical analysis. Why we want to do the technical analysis? Just elaborate. Share your ideas. Why we want to do the technical analysis? Don't read the slide.
Sir, we can't see the slides.
Oh, I
no.
see. Wait. I didn't share the slides. No. Sorry for that one. Extremely sorry. Okay. Sorry for that. I will share the slide, but I thought you guys can see that one. Okay. Up to now it's clear. No, any issue with you? Then I will go through these slides. Okay. Right. So okay. This is financial. Okay. What is the technical analysis? Why we want to do the technical analysis? Let's say if you guys going to do okay, you guys going to construct a ground. You know, everybody is familiar with the cricket. You guys want to create a ground. Then what is the basic technical analysis? Okay, we'll have some international match on the Ratmalana ground. What is the basic? As a technical analysis, what you guys going to do? Just think the background. Technical analysis එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ මොන වගේ එකකටද? ground එක හදනවා. basic එක ගන්න. ground එකක් තියෙනවා. හරි. ඕගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන්නේ මේ is 10 meter by 10 meter ground එකක්. Is it okay for the cricket match?
It's small land.
Yes. Then standardization එකක් තියෙනවා නේ. So එහෙනම් අපි technical analysis එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ. අපි normal අපි හතරේ අපි boundary layer එක ගත්තොත් එහෙනම් මෙච්චර meters ගාණක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ 30 meter layer එක ගත්තොත් මෙච්චර meters ගාණක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. අපේ capacity එකට so other the visitors ලාට මෙච්චර එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපේ pavilion එක මෙච්චරක් තියෙන්න, the kind of things are there no. That is the technical things. Though likewise in a network project also we need to have analysis, the technical analysis. Okay, the technical analysis of a project idea can be scrutinizing the detail to evaluate technical feasibility. Let's say someone came to you, you guys working as a network engineer, then say we want to have, okay, not a network engineer, you are working as a civil engineer. Then you got a one plan and they said you guys need to construct a house. Okay, then as a civil engineer and that crew, you have only civil engineers. Then in addition to that, they have added to that plan in additionally solar power system also. ඕගොල්ලගේ ගෙයි plan එකම වහලට solar power system එකකුත් add කරලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි if you guys working as only civil, ඕගොල්ලෝ civil part එක කියනවා කියන්නේ ගෙවල් හදන part එක විතරක් කරනවා කියලානේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ ගාව electrical part එකට සම්බන්ධ engineers ලා ඉන්නවද? නැහැ. Then you are not technically feasibility to complete that project. ඒක හරියද? තේරුණාද? ඒ කියන්නේ ඕගොල්ලෝ ගෙවල් හදන එක්කෙනෙක් විතරක් නම් ඔයා solar power solar panel construct එක fix කරන එක ගන්න දන්නේ නැත්නම් you guys not technically feasible for that case. That is why we are doing the technical analysis. Then ඕගොල්ලෝ එතන ඒ stage එකේදී ඒක identify කරගත්තට පස්සේ what you guys going to do, then ඕගොල්ලෝ ඒක තව එක්කෙනෙකුට දීලා subcontractor කෙනෙකුට දීලා either you have go for the subcontractor or you need to hire the engineers which capable for the solar things. Okay, then technical analysis of the project idea can be, okay, the technical analysis distinct from commercial, financial, economical and managerial feasibility. Okay, technical feasibility is one of the first studies that must be conducted after the project has been identified. ඒක තේරුණා අපි දැන් project එක පටන් ගන්නකොටම තමයි අපි මේ technical analysis එක කරන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් project එක භාගයක් දුරට ගියාට පස්සේ if you guys completed the partially of the project, the final stage you guys understand, no, that housing project, it has been included some solar part, then we don't have solar guys, then you can't go to the customer and say, no, we can't do this part because we don't have the electrical, because before that you are going for the agreement. If you are sign out the agreement, then nobody is not allowing you to skip that one, then you will be have to penalty. You දන්නවා penalty කියන එක මොකක්ද කියලා? අර ෆුට්බෝල් ගහනකොට දෙන penalty එක වගේම තමයි. මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? මොකක් හරි වැරද්දක් කරොත් ඒකට දඬුවම් පාර හම්බ වෙනවා. The same like this, if you guys not go with the proper project plan or the requirements of the project, then they will have the penalty cases. Okay, in a large engineering project, consulting agencies that have the large staff of engineers, technical staff conduct the technical studies and design with the project. Okay, then what you guys need to, based on the technical analysis, the technical analysis, what is it's doing, it will be check the capability of this project, the technical staff and technical level, it will be capable or not, it will be check the technical analysis and purpose of the technical analysis, purpose of the technical analysis, to ensure that the project technically feasible in the sense that all the inputs required to the set up the project are available. Already we discussed that one. To facilitate the most optimal formulation of the project in the terms of technology, size and the location. Our ground එක කතා කරා වගේ තමයි. මේක ටෙක්නොලොජි එකෙන් හිතන්න අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ටෙක්නිකල් ඇනලිසිස් එක කරන ඔයගොල්ලෝ network එකේ දානවා නම් මොකක් හරි network, you guys going to design the network, then you guys having some places to fix the routers, switches, the kind of things, then you guys need to check these routers capable to do this project. Okay, capable to achieve the customer requirement, or otherwise you guys going to fix the router with the extension rack, it will be okay, the size okay, the kind of things. So let's say one router you have to fix on the network department, other router you need to fix on the some multimedia department or VC room or some kind of the area. Then you guys need to check the which location you guys need to fix the switches and the connections are okay. That is the basic. Okay, choose best alternatives. Let's say, so you guys want to fix 2 switches in the 2 separate places. Okay, instead of that, you have any extension of the existing site, then you can get extension from that site and you can sort it out the distance issue. The kind of things you need to check the best alternatives based on the technical analysis. And the technology analysis. What is the technical and technology analysis? Let's say, if you guys want to get a call, ඔයාට call එකක් ගන්න ඕනි. call එකක් ගන්න ඕන නම් ඔයා බලන්න ඕනි ඔයාට you guys want to send a message to someone, send a message, whatever. Then you have technical cases. You can use the mobile call, means hand phone call එකක් අරගෙන you can send a message. Otherwise you can just type a message. Okay, you can send an email. That is the technical analysis. The technology analysis mean if you guys want to send a message, you can switch, lock your phone to 2G, you can send a message to the 2G. Otherwise you can select a 3G layer, you can send a message to the 3G. Otherwise you can switch on the data, you can send the data through the internet. Okay, that is the technology analysis. Okay, the technology is a critical aspect of the technical analysis of any project, so it must be analyzed effectively. The technology, cost, acquisition, isolation, repairs, and the maintenance should be analyzed properly. Okay, the technology considered appropriate only if it is assessed to be satisfactory of the relevant level. Just take a overview idea what is the technology analysis. You guys feasible with the technology which you are using this project, it will be viable or not. That's just the point. Okay, so when we are doing the network analysis architecture, okay, before that, who is going to implement the network? Okay, you guys got, okay, we are not going through the network level. So if you guys want to construct a house, what you guys doing first level at this stage 1? You have money and you have land and other things. Then what you guys what you are going to do if you want to construct a house? Okay, ගයක් හදන්න ඕන මොකක්ද ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්න ඕන? කො
land එකක් select කරගන්න ඕනේ.
නෑ අපිට land එකක් තියෙනවනේ. land එක we have already money තියෙනවා. මොකක්ද? plan එකක් අන්න හරිය. So we want to have a plan. අපි එහෙනම් කාගාවටද යන්න ඕනේ? plan එකක් හදාගන්න. plan එකක් නැත්නම් අපි කාගාවටද යන්නේ? එයාට කියන්නේ කවුද? architect ගාවට යන්න ඕනේ. The same thing in network වලටත් ඉන්නවා. දැන් ඔයාගේ requirement එක කිව්වහම ඒක design කරලා දෙන architect කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. එයාට අපි කියනවා solution architect කියලා. We are calling that guy as solution architect. එයා තමයි technology analysis, technical analysis, he has gone through all the analysis and he will be responsible for the designing part. Then the solution architect say, no, this is the design, this is the customer requirement. They can illume හැටියට සැපයුම දෙන්න එයා තමයි. This is the customer requirement, this is the design, this is my design. Then ඊට පස්සේ අපි දෙනවනේ plan දෙනවනේ වාස්තු හදන්න. ඒ වගේ තමයි solution architect මේව කරාට පස්සේ solution architect දෙනවා ඒක integration engineers ලට. හරිද? ගේ හදනකොට you guys select a land, all the thing. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ based on the analysis අපි වාගයක් හදන්න යනවා නම් ඔයා ඉස්සලා බලන්න ඕනේ ඊටම. ඒක තමයි ඔයා location බලලා ඒ ටික කරන එක. ඒ වගේම තමයි you guys doing the network design. You guys need to check the which place you guys going to fix the routers and fix the cameras, fix the workstation and other things. Then the solution architect will be the normal architect will design the house plan. And then same thing when we are applying the network things, then solution architect will be design the network layer. You got that example? Clear? Have you clear on that? Solution architect responsibility? ඒක තේරුණාද solution architect ගේ මොනවාද responsibility කියලා? Right. Okay. So then the solution architect, okay. So solution architect will be provide the design. ගේ house plan එක architect එක දෙනවා වගේම network එකේ plan එක කොහොමද කියලා the integration process එක කොහෙටද යන්න ඕනේ කියන එක they provide by the architect, solution architect. Okay. So then all the design part will be responsible the solution architect. Okay. Based on the solution architect එයාගේ තියෙන plan එකට අනුව the integration engineers they will be implement the network. The same thing what will happen based on the architecture's plan, the normal not the civil engineers, the workers who are doing the house construction part, they will follow the plan and they will construct the design. Okay, what will happen? අපි හිතමු ගේ හදන්න යනවා. Then the workers who are working at the housing construction company, they said දැන් ඔයා දානවා පඩි පෙලක් ගේ ඉස්සරහින් යන්න. එයා කියනවා අප්පෝ මේ මෙතනට දැම්මොත් මේක වැහෙනවා මම මේක පස්සෙන් දානවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මම මේක ඉස්සරහා පැත්තනේ පඩි පෙල මම staircase එක will replace with the behind it. What will happen? එතකොට සමහරලාට මේ පඩි පෙල තියෙන තැනම උඩම යා ඒකට මොන හරි බැල්කනි එකක් හරි මොකක් හරි සෙට් කරලා ඇති. හැබැයි අපි හිතමු ගේ පිටිපස්සෙන් ජනලයක් තියෙන තැනකට පඩි පෙල සෙට් වුණා කියලා. ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නේද ඊට පස්සේ. The same thing will be happen on the network designing part. The solution architect will be design something, it's based on the customer requirement and his design. But if we are going to change that initial plan without informing to solution architect or someone who has designed that one, it will be impact for the final implementation. Okay, so based on the network analysis, architecture and the design, similar to other engineering projects, that they address the following areas. Okay, definition. So define the problems to be addressed. Harini, මං ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා someone has sent the request to design the network. Okay, at the network design requests, it should come through the proper way, the formal or informal way. Then when we got the request, what we need to understand what was the problem and which problem we need to address. Let's say sometime some of guys, they said already we have 24 port switch, but we have only 50 users and the kind of things. So we are going to expand our network. Then we need to have a proper plan to expand this network. Then you need to identify what was the customer requirement and which issue you need to be addressed. Okay, the second one is establishing and managing the customer expectation. So however, so if someone is asking you to design a network, mostly you need to based on the customer expectation. That is the major point in the industry. Okay, the third one is monitoring the existing network system and its environment. Thing is, let's say, so the current network plan for the 20 users, but it also 80% utilized. Okay, let's say another 20% users, the customer asking you guys to design for the 24 users. But based on the existing network, you guys analyze and got an idea, this network, the 24 use with the 24 users also, it having high utilization. Then you need to convince the customer this process is not enough for the 24 users. You guys need to purchase router which support for the 48 users. The kind of things. ඔයා හිතන්න ඔයාට කානුවක් කපන්න කියලා කියනවා. ඔයාගේ ගේ ගාවින් කානුවක් යනවා. Some canal was there. Then already ඒක උතුරන්න වතුර යනවා. හරිද? ඒක උතුරන්නම වතුර යනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක ඕෆ්ලෝ වෙන level එක ගන්නටම ඒකේ වතුර යනවා. ඔයාට කියනවා the same thing, the same kind of the village was in other part, then design a canal. If you guys reference on that one, you guys design the same size canal for that other part, what will be happen? එතකොට ඔයා ඒකට ඩිසයින් කරනවා නම් දැන් තියෙන එක එවැලුවේට් කරන්න ඕනේ. You have to based on the existing analysis, you need to get an idea. No, දැන් මෙන්න මේ මෙච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක් ගමේ මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා, මේගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම දාන මේ වතුර ටික මේ කාණු යනකොට මේක ඕෆ්ලෝ වෙන ලෙවල් එකේ යනවා. එහෙනම් ඔයා when you do the proper design, then you have to design with the based on the current capacity. හිතන්න දැන් මේ ගමේ 100 දෙනෙක් ඉඳලා තමයි අරක යන්නේ. හැබැයි අර ගමෙත් 100 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනම් මේ සයිස් කාණුවක් ඔයා කැපුවොත් හරියනවද? නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒ ගමේ 50ක් ඉන්නවනම් අර කාණුව ඕකේ. ඔයගලන්ට තේරුණාද? Based on current network utilization, you need to have a proper design for the next stage. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. So the analysis, monitoring, analysis data, developing a set of options. So solve the problems, and evaluating an optimization option based on the variance trade-offs. Okay, already discussed. Selecting one or more options. Why we need to select one or more option? Because so you at the analysis stage you can check the two solutions, and finally you can drag down this is the best solution. That is the planning and implementation. Okay. Determine the initial condition, the type of network project. This is a new network, or we need to modify the existing network, or the kind of things. The modification of an existing network, the analysis, the network problems, the upgrade. Okay, we'll discuss that one. Sorry, already we have discussed the just idea. If you guys wanted to do the design a network, you need to check the existing network and you need to get an idea. So this network having this much of the utilization, this network having this much of the users, then currently this much of the utilization having this network. Then customer asked to do the design for the same kind of the thing. So any other requirement based on the existing part, then we need to design our new plan. අපි මොකක් හරි වැඩක් කරන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි ඒකේ දැන් තියෙන එකේ රෙෆරන්ස් එකක් ගන්නවා. අපි මොකක් හරි ස්කෝලයක් ගන්නවා. හිතන්නකෝ අපි කොළඹ ස්කෝලයක් ගත්තොත් කොළඹ ස්කෝල එක ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලා 45ක් ඉන්නවා. එතකොට ක්ලාස් 10ක් තියෙනවා. අපි ඒ වගේම ඒරියා එකක ඒ වගේ ස්කෝලයක් හදනවා නම් දැනටත් ලොකු ඉල්ලුමක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි අලුත් ඩිසයින් එක කරනකොට ටිකක් කැපැසිටි එක වැඩි වෙන්න තමයි මේව කරන්නේ. නැත්නම් ඒ ස්කෝලෙත් ආයි රෂ් වෙනවා. තේරුණාද? ඒක නිසා existing plan එක අපි බලලා based on existing ඒ කියන්නේ existing network එක තියෙන තැන විදිහ බලලා ඒ network එකට capacity issue එකක් එන්නේ නැති විදිහට තමයි අපි ඊගාව network එක plan කරන්න ඕනේ. The scope of the network project ගත්තොත් network size එක, number of size, distance අපිට මේක ඉස්සරහට අපි මේවා කරන topic වලදී clear out වෙයි. හරි, initial architecture design goals තියෙනවා, the update technology vendor, improve the performance part of the whole network. Okay, it's not okay. Alternatives already we have discussed. මොකක්ද alternatives කියලා කියන්නේ? මොන වගේද alternative එකක තියෙන gain එක මොකක්ද කියලා. Okay, okay, then alternatives ගත්තට පස්සේ අපිට ඕන නම් so if let's say X is the one vendor, Y is the other vendor. So let's say the first vendor is said he's high costly and cheap product. The second vendor is low cost and good product. Then we can straightforward go for the second vendor. The kind of things we can check the source and availability and incompletability issues and the cost and service trade-off. The previously also I asked you guys just get an overview why we need the alternatives. Then however you have an overview idea, you can answer based on your idea, means alternatives. Then I am asking why we need to alternatives. Then you can say if when we are analyzing the project, we need to have a proper plan, proper cost plan and benefit plan, the kind of things. For that one, we need to have, when we are doing the analysis, so we need to have an proper alternatives. That's just an alternatives idea. Okay, so other one is the design. So already I have discussed what was the design, who is the responsible for the design, and why we need to do the design. House plan එකක් කරන්නේ අපි ඒක before the implement the network, we have to have an proper, otherwise අපි හිතමු අපි නිකන් අපි කවුරු හරි බාස් කෙනෙකුට ගයක් හදන්න කිව්වොත් එහෙම එයා ගේ හදනවා, කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හැබැයි සමහරලාට ගෙට එන තැනම පඩි පෙළ දාන්න පුළුවන්, ස්ටෑකේස් මොකද්ද සාලේ කුස්සිය එක තැන තියන්න පුළුවන්. අපේ requirement එක fulfill වෙන්නේ නැහැ, හැබැයි යා ගේ හදලා දෙයි. So I'm asking one of the guys who are doing the house construction part, please construct 2 storage building. This is the square feet. Then definitely that guy will be do that one, but without design. Means okay, so I'll fix the one room from here, your living room is there and TV lobby is there, the kind of things. But if we have proper plan, what will be happen? Before that, අප දැන් in architecture මොකද කරන්නේ? design කළා ඒක නිකන් අර 3D වලින් හදලා අපිට ගේ ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද ගේ හැදුවට පස්සේ තියෙන එක හරි. නැත්නම් අපිට අර plan එකේ overview එක බලලා we can decide the house will be that kind of things. But අපි ගාව design එකක් නැත්නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? අරය හැදුවට පස්සේ තමයි අපි දන්නේ මෙන්න මේක තමයි යාට හිතන විදිහට යා ඩිසයින් එක කරා. හැබැයි හැදුවට පස්සේ අපිට වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන් බෑ. But if you have the proper design, then we can go through the design. Then if we wanted, we can change the design because we can say no, I want two storage building with 5 rooms. But at the design only we can understand we have any issues because let's say we want to have some free area. Then the designer will be design and he said, then I'm asking the architecture, where is my free area? He said, this is your free area. Then if I'm not enough that area, then I said, no, you have to change the design. I want 20 by 20 rooftop terrace for the free area. Then he can change the design. Otherwise, once you completed the construction, then you can't change it. Because before you implement the network or before you going to construct anything, you have to have a proper design. Okay. We are going to talking the routing time, configuration diagram, response time. Okay. And why we need to do the model simulation? You know what is the meaning of the simulation? Anyone? Simulation? I think you heard that one. Already I talk with you, simulation part. The monkey one, so the architecture, he has designed the house, then he show us this is the way. Monkey වල 3D වලින් වගේ හදලා අපිට ගේ ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ මේකේ ගස් වවලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේ වගේ ගේ ඇතුළ මෙහෙමයි furnitures එන්නේ කියලා පෙන්නනවා කියලා. That is the kind of simulation. ඒ වගේ, so if we are doing the network design, so we can simulate with the tools and we can check, okay, we'll load the network with the 80% usage. What will be the traffic and what will be the jitter or what will be the bottlenecks? The kind of things we can identify at the simulation stage. The ඕකම අපි කරනවා. අපි හිතමුකෝ ඔය නෙළුම් කුලන ලෝටස් ටවර් එක ගහනවා කියලා. ලෝටස් ටවර් එක ගහනකොට දැන් අපිට බේස්මන්ට් එක දානකොට අපිට මෙන්න මෙච්චර මේකකට දරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න තමයි අපි මේක හදන්නේ කියලා. අපි හිතමු මොනක් හරි භූමිකම්පාවක් හරි මොකක් හරි එකක් එනවා. එතකොට ඒක ආවට පස්සේ ඒකට කියනවා හරි ඩිසයින් ඉන්ජිනියර් කියනවා මෙන්න මේ රිච්ටර් එකේ 7.6 earthquake එකක් ආවට පස්සේ තමයි මේක ඒකට තමයි ඔරොත්තු දෙන්නේ කියලා. එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් ද ඕක ඇත්තට මේක අපි හැදුවට පස්සේ මීටර් 500ක් උසට හැදුවට පස්සේ ආවොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා අපිට හදලා බලලා කරන්න බෑ. එතකොට අපි ඒක කරලා බලනවා. එහෙම වුණොත් ඒවට වෙනම tools තියෙනවා. එතකොට කරන්නේ අර අපේ ඩිසයින් එකේ ඔක්කොම ටික ඒකට දාලා වින්ඩ්ෂීල්ඩ් එක, ඒ කියන්නේ අපි හිතමු උඩ ලොකු හුලඟක් තියෙනවනේ. එතකොට ඒ හුලගේ එන ෆෝස් එක මෙච්චරයි. එතකොට භූමිකම්පාවකවත් ඒක ඒ ටික අපිට දාලා අපිට සිමියුලේට් කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. සිමියුලේට් කරලා බලපුවාම යා පෙන්නනවා මෙන්න මේ වගේ ලෙවල් එකකදී තමයි මේක කඩා වැටුනොත් කඩා වැටෙන්නේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ සිමියුලේෂන් එකකින් අපිට පුළුවන් ඒ දේ කරලා ඉස්සෙල්ලා කරලා බලන්න. අර අපි නිකන් අනාවේකී කරන අපි අනාවේකී කියන්නේ අන්න ඒ වගේ. එතකොට අපි කියන ඔය සමහරලාට කියන්නේ කුකුලේ ළඟට මිලිමීටර් 100ක මේකක් ඇවිල්ලා වර්ෂාපතනයක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක පල්ලෙහා ඉන්න කට්ටිය පරීක්ෂාවෙන් සිටින්න. That's a simulation. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ වෙලාසෙනින් ආපු සිමියුලේෂන් එකක් කරලා බලලා තියෙනවා මිලිමීටර් 100 ආවොත් ඒක ෆ්ලඩින් ලෙවල් එකකට යනවා. ගම් වතුර තත්ත්වයකට එනවා. ඒක නිසා they got an idea before with the simulation. It's not the experience. නැත්තම් ගිය සැරේ මිලිලීටර් 100ක් ආවා, මිලිලීටර් 100ෙන් ගම් වතුරක් ආවා. ඒක නිසා කියනවා නෙමෙයි. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකක් හරි ෆැක්ට්ස් එක ටූල් එකකට දාලා මෙන්න මේකේ මිලිලීටර් 100ක් වැස්සොත් මෙච්චර තමයි මෙච්චර ෆ්ලඩින් එකක් එන්න පුළුවන් කියලා මේව කළා කියන එක තමයි සිමියුලේෂන් කියන්නේ. තව හොඳ එක්සැම්පල් එකක් තියෙනවා. So when we are doing some mobile operators, when the operators they are deploying any network, what they are doing before the api so you guys don't have coverage in the university area. Okay, then you guys asking writing a letter to some Mobitel or Dialogo Samyas, we don't have coverage and it's difficult to do the normal studies inside the university. Please construct a tower or please do needful for the coverage in the university area. Then what they guys doing? The operator, they will come and they are doing the feasibility study like with the simulation. What they are doing, They place one tower is close by your university and place 3 antennas on top of the tower, and they are doing simulation. Based on the simulation, they can get an idea what are the coverage area it can be produced with this site. But මේ site එකෙන් කොච්චර coverage area එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි හිතමු let's say the simulation has predicted it was 1 kilometer coverage. මේක 1 kilometer radius එකක් තියෙන coverage එකක් it is possible to produce. So after that, what they guys going to do, then they do the some predictable thing. So what will be the revenue? Means from the inside the 1 kilometer circle of the coverage, they predict based on the existing ranges, 100 users are there. If the 100 users are there, if they have used 300 package, you can 300 rupee package for each one, then we will have 30,000 or the kind of revenue. Then if we are spending 5 million to construct a tower and deploy the coverage, how long it will be take for the recover the revenue, recover the money which you have spent for the tower construction. Then let's say the guys, they can cover within 3 years. Okay, they thought, okay, within 3 years the cost can be recovered. Okay, so we can deploy. After the 3 years we are in profitable margin. Okay, so based that decision they have taken based on the simulation. You got idea what is the simulation? Okay, we'll go for the selection. Okay, so selection procedure means, so if someone has request for the proposal, if let's say someone want to purchase something, then they are publishing the request for the proposal. That's called as RFP. Based on the RFP proposal, they are in their document, these are the main points: title, table of constraints, distribution, organization, problems. They are describing their issues, and they are expecting solution for their issues. Okay, these are the major points. You know, you guys no need to keep memorize these things. Just an overview. And also description of the organization. What is the organization? What will be the managerial level and engineering level, and the from top to bottom. And problem definition. So let's say, as previous example, you guys, the problem definition means the Unitec area, the university students, they complain they don't have coverage at the university area. Then what you guys want to do, the problem identification guys, they want to do, okay, what was the error? Error means they don't have the coverage. Okay, the kind of things you have to identify in the network level. What was the error rate? What are the misrouting? The time consuming and security issue. You need to identify the problem, the issue definition. What are the issues at the based on the requirements. Okay, so then reliability and performance we'll discuss later. But the reliability means, the based on reliability, what will be the downtime, the misrouting time, the message, the lost message or transmission, the kind of thing. So you can check the performance based on the throughput, the response time, and the error rate. Okay, so if you guys going to reply for the request for the proposal, so you can respond based on this format. Okay, so then selection criteria. So if guy having some issue, then they are asking for they are describing the issue in the RFP, then they are publishing that one. If the number of vendors, they are respond for based on the RFP, and then it comes to the selection criteria. Okay, the based on selection criteria, it will be categorized under the proposed solution. අර මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා වගේ එක්කෙනෙක් ප්‍රොපෝස් කළාද තියෙන්න පුළුවන් රත්මලානින් ඩිරෙක්ට් පෙටා යනවා. අනිත් එක්කෙනා ප්‍රොපෝස් කළා පුළුවන් පිළියන්දර through the 120 road. other one is compatibility. සමහර එක්කෙනෙක් අර මම කිව්වේ compatibility කියන්නේ දැන් මේ network එකත් එක්ක අපි හිතමු ඕගොල්ලෝ existing network එක Windows 10 තියෙන්නේ. එක්කෙනෙක් එක මේවා කරන අපිට Windows 11 වලට විතරයි මේක කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපේ තියෙන existing machines ඔක්කොම Windows 11 වලට upgrade කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට ඒක අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් ද බැරිද? ඒක තමයි compatibility. The security and the backup. How it could be impact for the security and it will be any impact for the backups. Backups, why we are taking the backups? For the safeguard. Okay, and price. However, the price should be in the first point. The nowadays most of the customers, they are considering the price other than other things. The technical supports and the product maintenance. The technical support and the product maintenance means, okay, let's say, so you have deployed a network, and once you complete the network, then if the customer having some issue, how do you can support that one? Okay, otherwise අපි මේක නෙට්වර්ක් එක ගහලා තින් දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ ඕන එකක් කරගන්න කියලා normally the network project whatever project අර ගයක් හදලා දීලා අයින් වෙනවා වගේ එහෙම අයින් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද product එකේ expertise ලා ඒගොල්ලෝ, එතකොට ඒකේ system එක construct කරේ ඒගොල්ලෝ, එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි ඒකේ ඔක්කොම ටික දන්නේ. Then they need to have a proper technical support. අන්න ඒක base කරනවා. The product maintenance, හිතන්න මොකක් හරි version upgrade එකක් ආවොත් කොහොමද, නැත්නම් මොනවා හරි hardware එක issue එකක් ආවොත් ඒකට තමයි maintenance එක යන්නේ. And the repair service. හිතන්නකෝ අපි ගාව තියෙන එකේ දැන් අපි මොනවද අපි computer එකක් ගත්තට පස්සේ මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? computer එකක් ගත්තාම අපේ RAM එකක් ගියොත් එහෙම අපි අරන් යනවා අපි ගත්ත තැනට. අපි හිතමු අපි දන්නේ නැහැ මොකවත් ඒක ගැන දන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට අපි මේක අරන් ගියාට පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලෝ කියනවා මේකේ RAM එක ගිල්ලා එහෙනම් මේකට දාන්න ඕනේ. එහෙනම් ඒ වගේම network එකේ මොන හරි ලොකු net මම කියන්නේ පොඩි network එකක් ලොකු network එකක් මොන හරි අපිට mobile network එකක් ලේක දැම්මට පස්සේ ඒකේ මොන හරි card එකක හරි මොන හරි issue එකක් ආවොත් what will be the repair service means, okay, the customer will bear the cost, but the repair and service part will be done by the vendor, the kind of things, and the financial viability and the documentation. The based on documentation part, එතකොට ඕගොල්ලෝ අර design part එක මොකක්ද උනේ, ඊට පස්සේ මොන components දැන් ඔයාගේ documentation එකේ අපි ගියක් හදන එකේ ගත්තොත් එහෙම මේක තමයි plan එක. So මෙච්චර ගල් ඕනි, මෙච්චර සිමෙන්ති ඕනි, the kind of things, the documents we need to have a proper documentation on the network level also, because then if someone has came to you as you are working as a network engineer, they ask how many switches in this network, how many routers are in our network, and how many workstation or kind of things, then you have to have a proper documentation. Because so if you have any switches or routers or kind of things, you have to which place you have integrate, we have installed your switches, the kind of things you have to have a proper idea. And the final was this approval. Okay, purchasing things and other things. The training will be provided by the අපි හිතමු ඕගොල්ලෝ මොන හරි කස්ටමර් කෙනෙක් ගාවට වඩ මොන හරි දෙනවා නම් ඒ කස්ටමර්ස්ලාට අපි ට්‍රේනින් එක සිස්ටම් එක ඉම්ප්ලිමන්ට් කරලා ඉවරලා ඒක මොනිටර් කරලා ඒ ටික කරන ගමන් ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ නැහැ මේක ගැන මොකවත්. ඒ නිසා we need to deliver the proper training for that one. එතකොට training එකක් වුණාම ඒක අපිට so we can go that the customer place and we can do the training session, and නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට එන්න කියලා hands on training එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්, in house training, outside සමහරලාට ඒගොල්ලෝ foreign training වලට යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ ඒවා මේක නිකන් background එකෙන් ගන්න අපිට training දෙන්න ඕනි කියන එක. නැතුව මේ මොනවද කියලා you don't want to go through this one. And other thing is the testing. Testing is the important things. Why we are doing the testing? කාට හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? Testing එක important. කියන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ තියෙන idea එක කියන්න. That's enough. Why we need to do the testing? අපි ඉස්සලම so මේ මොකද්ද කොරෝනා ආපුවම vaccine එක ආවා, first vaccine එක ආවට පස්සේ still under testing. How long they have taken for the testing? I think it's around 1 year. අයියේ testing එක කරේ. Why they have done the testing for the vaccine, first vaccine? So for the first vaccine, all the vaccine.
Reduce the issues.
Okay. Hari. එතකොට we are doing the testing because we need to validate. ඒ කියන්නේ හිතන්න vaccine එක අපි හැදුවා, මම හදලා කියනවා මේ vaccine එක මේ COVID වලට හරි කියලා. හැබැයි ඒක අපි කෙනෙකුට දීලා එක්කෙනෙකුට ඇලර්ජික් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් ඒ කියන්නේ සමහර ලෙඩත් එක්ක ඒක ඇලර්ජික් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නැතු අපි ඕවිවක බලපුවම හරි කොරෝනා සනීප වෙනවා. අපි හිතමු කොරෝනා සනීප වෙලා වෙන ලෙඩක් හැදෙනවනේ. එතන ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවනේ. යන්නේ ඒක තමයි ටෙස්ටිං කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේම තමයි අපි තුමු ඔයාමට නෙට්වර්ක් එකක් හදන්න කියලා කියනවා. නෙට්වර්ක් එක මෙන්න ඔන්න මං හැදුවා. So I have completed your requirement. But based on our design, it can be impact for the other part. So maybe existing network traffic, because so let's say so already it has capacity on the backhaul net, the backbone network. It's 100 Mbps. Okay, you are also connecting another 100 Mbps link to that backhaul. What will be happen? The existing network traffic will be increased and the utilization will be high. Then it will be congestion or something, some issue will be happen. So based on that, ඔයාගේ network එක හැදුවට එක්ක අර මේ backhaul එක connect කරන වෙලාවේදී හරි මොන හරි ඒ වගේ වෙන issues ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නිසා we need to do the testing අපිට tools පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට අමතරව existing තියෙන මේ references පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? This okay. An audit. We need to do the audit means after 1 year or 6 months, or we need to do the network audit. It means how it could be the traffic behaviors, the performance of the network equipments, and the performance of the network. And we just need to do the audit. Financial audit with any of the institute or any of the organization, government or private sector, they have to do the proper audit for the financial. The likewise, we have to do the technical audit to our network or any other technical things. We have to do the audit. Okay, so just example, let's say if we are going to do the land design, so based on audit, we can check the number of nodes, the usage, what are the traffic and this storage. So based on the audit, we can get an idea. So we need to, so let's say we have in our disk, it's almost utilized the 80%. So means 80% means near future it will be overloaded. Okay, then based on the audit report or audit facts, we can get an idea. The network, it's going up, the network is increase the traffic. After the 1 or 2 months, it will be impact for the existing network because of the bottlenecks. So then we need to enhance, we need to expand the disk storage. Then the kind of things we can get an idea, and we can do the early stage actions for that one. Otherwise, හිතන්නකෝ දැන් ඔය සමහරලාට වැස්ස වැඩි කාලයට අතන මේ කොයිද ඔය මෝදර එහෙම අර මෝය කට පළල් කරනවා. ඇයි ඒක කරන්නේ? ඒක කරන්නේ අර එන ෆ්ලෝ එක ටක් ගාලා වැඩි කරලා අර ගම් වතුර තත්ත්වය මේව කරන්නේ. එතකොට හිතන්නකෝ අපි 80% level එකේ ගඟ උතුරනකොටම අපි මෝය කට ලොකු කරා නම් so we can control that one. Otherwise මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? ගඟ උඩටම ඇවිල්ලා ෆ්ලඩ් වුණාට පස්සේ මෝය කට කැඩුවා කියලා වැඩක් තියෙනවා. You got the idea? Okay, clear on that? Okay, so then other speed, the speed එක කියන්නේත් ඒකයි. දැන් ඔයාට network එකේ speed එක ඉස්සලා 2 Mbps එනවා, දැන් 1.5 වෙනවා, 1 වෙනවා, ටික අඩු වෙගෙන යනවා. So based on that you can get a decide. And the security and backup, the compatibility and the management decision. So management can also design decide the expansion. Okay, so it's for the network design. For let's say so voice network design, you have to check the peak load. Grade of service means the quality of the service, capacity, the kind of things. Okay, so that's the basic. But you guys, what you want to get as an idea, okay, based on the network, why we are doing the analysis and design, and what are the major parts, request, feasibility, the major points. You just grab these points. These are the major points. Then I think already I have discussed with you guys what is the request, what is the feasibility study, what are the requirements, alternatives, design, selection, cost documents, the kind of things. Then you just repeat. Okay, today I have discussed at the lecture request. What was the request? The request can come through any managerial or any of the person who are in the system. Then they can do the request. And request should be, he said, okay, it should be formal or informal. What is the formal? What is the informal? Okay, that's enough. Then he discussed feasibility study. What is the feasibility study? Okay, feasibility study is that project is viable or not, or single then why we are doing the feasibility study, the what kind of things we are doing at the feasibility studies, that's enough. And what is the requirement analysis? We have done the analysis based on technical financial analysis, technology analysis, technical analysis, and the environmental analysis. That is the analysis, that's enough. Then why we are doing the technology analysis, why we are doing the technical analysis, why we are doing the financial analysis, that's enough. And why we need to check the alternatives? Because if you are selected one or two, okay, without the alternatives, if let's say ඔයාට අද කොහේ හරි ගමනක් යන්න ඕනේ, හරි, ඔයාට රත්මලාන් ඉඳන් කොටුවට යන්න ඕනේ, that you have to do, you should do this. But if some protest or something on the Kolpit or the Bumblebee area, some area, then if you guys should go there, if you don't have any alternatives, you have to revert back to Ratmalana. That's why you guys need to the alternatives. Okay, what is the importance of the design? Okay, already I discussed why we want to design, because otherwise අර බාස්ටර් කියනවා ගේ හදන්න මට මෙච්චර රූම් ගානක් ඕනේ තට්ටු දෙකේ ගයක් හදන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් ආකිටෙක්චර් කෙනෙකුට දීලා ඩිසයින් එක කරලා ගේ හදනවා. අන්න the gap එක. That's the difference of the design. Okay, so based on this design we can implement we can do it the proper plan. But බාස්ටර් කිව්වොත් එහෙම but එයා හිතුමනාපෙට එයාට ඕනේ තැන් වල රූම් දාලා කරයි. That's all. The selection cost, that's the basic point. Okay, so already we have discussed all the points for the 2J, because that last day I thought for the B2 group, the guys, they have an familiar with this one. I have done with the fast way. I thought they have some difficulties on the fast track. And how about you guys? Is that clear on that all the points? You have any issue? clear the කියන එක? හරි. Okay, so මම දැන් අනිත් part එකක් තියෙනවා. We'll stop today for this part. And ඔයගලන්ට කොහොමද බදාදද සිකුරාදද ලේසි කරන එක? කොහොමද ලේසි? මම කියන්නේ දැන් in addition to that මට හිතෙනවා නම් ඔයගලන්ට තව additional ටිකක් කරන්න තියෙනවා කියලා මම Monday වගේ කියන්නම්. මොකද මම මේ අර ඉරි දෙක කියන්නේ B2 class එකකට කරන්න කවුරුවත් නැහැ කියලා මම ඒකත් කරනවා. ඒක නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ ඉන්න නිසා ඒගොල්ලන්ට මට ටිකක් සාමාන්‍ය ස්පීඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ පාර්ට් එක ඇඩිෂන් වගේ ඇඩිෂනලි මට කරන්න දෙයක් තව තියෙනවා නම් මම මේ ඒ ටික මේ කවදටද බදාදා හරි දාන්නම්. දාලා මම හැබැයි ඒක ඕගොල්ලන්ට වෙලාස්සිනින් කියන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ රෙප් ඉන්නවනේ. මම එයාට ඉන්ෆෝම් කරලා තියන්න. එතකොට එහෙම කරමු. ඊට අමතරව ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැන් අද ඇත්තටම මේක නිකන් බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකයි මේ ටිකයි යන එක මේක ලොකුවට ෆලෝ කරන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි අර overview idea එක අරගෙන තියාගන්න. next week අපි Friday කරන එකේ ඉඳලා ඒකේ පොඩ්ඩක් ටෙක්නිකල්, ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපි කරන්න ඕනේ ඩිසයින් පාර්ට් එක කොහමද, අර ISO OSI මොඩල් ඔයගලන්ට බේසික් ටිකත් එක්ක යන එක හොඳයිනේ. මැද්දෙන් පටන් ගන්නවට වැඩිය කොහොමද ඒක? මම හිතුවේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි. අපි නැත්තම් නිකන් ඉක්මනට ලෙක්චර්ස් ටික ඉවර කළා ඒක මේව කළා වැඩක් නැහැ. ඕනි ටික විතර මට හිතෙන්නේ. දැන් එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට ඒ ටික රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් කරගෙනම යන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒක මටත් හොඳයි. මම අලුතෙන් කරන හන්දා. එතකොට මට ඕගලන්ට ඔක්කොම ටික මේ ෂෙයා කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්තම් මමත් මැද්දෙන් පටන් අරන් ඕගලන්ට කරන්න ගියොත් ඕගොල්ලෝ සමහරලාට මුල ටික දන්නේ නැත්තම් ආයි අග ටිකට යනකොට ආයිහිර වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක නිසා අපි එහෙම කරමු. මම මේ ලෙක්චර් ස්ලයිඩ් එක ෂෙයා කරන්න. ඕගොල්ලෝ ඇත්තටම මේ ටිකෙන් ගන්න ඕනි බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් අයිඩියා එකක් විතරයි. මොකද්ද මම කිව්වේ? මොකද්ද ඒකට හේතුව කියන එක ඕගොල්ලෝ ගත්තා නම් හරි. එතකොට අපිට මේවා කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම වුණත් අපි දැනට තියාගමු next Friday මේ ඒකේ ටික කරමු. මං වෙනසක් තියෙනවා නම් අරයට කියන්නම් මේ Monday වෙනකොට. Okay. Okay නේද එහෙනම්? Okay right. හරි. Thank you. Okay.